It did not seem to be an issue for the Saints. Sean Payton opted to go with Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback, and his 2 touchdown passes were enough for New Orleans to hold off the Seahawks yesterday, 33-27. The Saints host, the Cowboys this Sunday night, so that's a good one. Shannon, how difficult will it be for the Cowboys to win at New Orleans?
Well, it's going to be tough, Skip. New Orleans is a very, very tough place to play. We know what the Mercedes-Benz Dome. We know what that building represents. They get riled up to spur their team on. This will be Dallas's first test. This isn't a Drew Brees test, but the sub is, he's a nice fill-in.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a nice fill-in.
That's success.
I mean, they were, look, this game that they won in Seattle was not as close as the score would indicate, because they were up 33-14 with 3 minutes left.
They're up 27-7 midway third quarter.
Yeah, and so Seattle got two garbage time out the last 3 minutes of the ball game to make it look respectable, but it wasn't, Skip. You know that they got 157-yard final 2 drive. Okay, all that. New Orleans played unbelievable. This was the best game that I've seen them play thus far. Lets you know what they're capable of, and it's going to take this kind of Herculean effort, because the Cowboys are formidable, especially on offense.
They haven't played anybody.
They
got a quarterback who can't throw.
They have a very, very good offensive line. They have a running back, I believe right now, since Saquon's out, he's the best running back in football.
Oh, by
default. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we already got it. We already got what we got on this game. So just so you know what's going down.
I don't know what went down yesterday in Seattle, because the harder I look at the box score, the more misleading it gets.
Yeah, but
Seattle wound up with 515 yards to Teddy Bridgewater's 265.
157 came in garbage time. Didn't I just tell you that?
So Russell Wilson threw for 406 yards and Teddy threw for 177.
Yeah.
But guess what? New Orleans returned a punt, 53 yards for a touchdown, and New Orleans returned a fumble, 33 yards for a touchdown. And all of a sudden, it just tilted the scoreboard in favor of the visiting team.
Now, you always tell me there are 3 phases in a football game.
Wow.
There's offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah.
Now you want to disregard the defense and the special teams. Am I correct? You didn't say that when the wolf hunter picked off walking to him. Oh, wolf hunter! You didn't have a problem with that.
Loved it.
Exactly.
Clearly.
That was actually at Philadelphia.
But your day coming.
You didn't get to hear.
But your day coming Sunday night. I want you to have that energy that you got right now. I need that Monday morning.
This was as overrated a win as you can get on the road. Yes, it was, because that defense was getting shredded by Russell Wilson. A lot of defenses get shredded.
Hold on, but y'all don't got Russell Wilson. Y'all don't have Russell.
But we get to play the New Orleans defense, right? Is it the same defense, or are they going to bring a new? Maybe they keep their better players at home and they don't travel.
But the thing is, New Orleans doesn't have to worry about is that y'all don't have Russell at quarterback. Your guy ain't Russell Wilson.
We got the leading QBR quarterback in all of pro football going to New Orleans against that defense. And I thought it was pretty good, but it didn't play very well yesterday, and they got away by stealing one in Seattle.
All I know is my guy in Seattle has gone to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl in his second year. Went to a third one in his third year. Went to a second one in his third year. And was a handoff away from being a 2-time Super Bowl champ. Now, where's your guy been?
Oh, we're talking about Teddy Bridgewater, who had a grand total of QBR of 62 yesterday, scale 0 to 100, which is okay.
All I know is where your guy be going to green screens, because he be doing a lot of commercials.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be backing them up.
He back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's doing just fine.
Chunky soup, huh?
Yeah. Campbell's Chunky.
Yeah. Campbell's Chunky soup.
With his brothers.
And he got yogurt. Yeah. And he sleep on that mattress.
Is he backing it up?
Sleep number.
Yeah, sleep number. See, your boy wasn't the most sleep numbers.
He does it all.
Yeah.
Second half so far in 3 games, 29-32. Is that good? Is that accurate? Wait a second, but he can't throw. So my guy is simply the most underrated, over-criticized quarterback maybe in the history of this league.
But here's the thing, Skip. When you play the Giants, you play Washington, you play Miami, you can bull jive in the first half and then come light it up in the second half. But when you play better teams and you set yourself behind the 8 ball, things might not be as fortunate for you down the stretch.
Yeah, okay. All I know is check down Teddy. I'll take him over Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's got some Tebow in him, and I'm just happy that Sean Payton went with check down Teddy.
Okay, watch my guy, Teddy KGB.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they call him on 10 the KGB down in the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
We know his tell.
Yeah.
We know his tell.
Got a little voodoo going on down there.
What did Matt Damon do to him in that movie? Huh?
Hey.
Cleaned him out.
But
Cleaned him out.
But unfortunately, Skip,
Teddy KGB, he lost.
You not going and what they
pay the man his money.
In poker, right? You guys didn't flop the nuts, so you guys don't start with a 21-point lead.
Yeah.
Your day coming. Yeah. Your day coming Sunday night.
Your night is coming.
Oh, I want you to answer the phone. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm going to call you. Don't answer it. Y'all call him. Yeah, I'm going to call him.
During the game.
No, not during the game. After the game.
Wait a second.
He's not going to answer.
I'm up 42 cases of Diet Dew. Have I called you one time? Not one time. No. Have I gloated one time? No.
No, hold on. That's you. You do what you do. I'm letting you know. I'm calling you after the Saints beat them Sunday night.
How many cases do we have on it?
2.
2 cases.
2 cases.
All right, straight up. Like it.
Straight up?
Can I get 3?
No, you can't get any.
Chip away at that number.
But I thought you had all that confidence in them. You can't even give me 3 little measly points.
No, I mean, you proposed it and I accepted.
Just be happy with what you got right now, Shannon.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to move on, guys, because Jalen Ramsey's trade demand just took a very interesting turn this morning. We have after that performance from Keller.
Ow. What?
I know not the guy that's going to revolutionize the game.
Who said that?
A 5'5" quarterback that's going to turn the NFL on his head.
Go easy on him. He's still a baby.
5'5"?
That was Skip. Okay, 5'6" and a quarter.
More.
No. He's true 5'10".
5'9.5". They should be concerned, Skip, for the simple fact is this, is that the problem that I thought he would face all year, he left the best offensive line in college and went to the worst offensive line in the NFL.
You could make
Skip, he got sacked 18 times in 14 games last year. He's been sacked 16 times in 3 games this year.
It's a good note.
And
who gave you that one?
Yeah, you know
that was a joke.
That is Steve Owens.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my guy, we doing 2 things. We working yesterday, pulling double duty.
2 things.
Yeah, we doing the Emmys and we do prep work all the time. And I felt, Skip, early on, this was the problem that he was going to face. You're not going to be able to see what the guy can really do until you get an offensive line that can protect him. Now, I told you what was going to happen. What happened is that the second game of the preseason, they played the Oakland Raiders. And the Oakland Raiders blitzed him on like almost every passing down. And what we're starting to see now is teams blitz him on every passing down. Skip, Cliff Kingsbury said, well, he's been small all his life. Well, when you're small, you don't want to take those blows. He goes down relatively easy. So because he don't want to take that, he don't want to take that punishment.
Well, he can't.
That's my point, Skip, is that they're going to blitz him. And what you try to realize, the only thing that's like, okay, that guy can really run fast, but you know what teams do? They hire defensive players that can really run fast also. Those guys on the other side are more athletic than the guys on the offense. You know why, Skip? Because the cornerback that got to cover Julio Jones that running 4-3, he got to do it backing up.
That's why I got out the league early. Start catching up with you.
All those guys, Skip, that's what makes the defensive guys, they're normally more athletic than the offensive guys because they got to do what an offensive guy doing naturally going forward, they got to do it going backwards.
Okay. So, conclusion, he's a bust?
No, Skip. No. He's going to struggle this year until they put him in a situation where he can get protected. You see, Skip, he wants to escape the pocket, but they're doing a great job. If you notice how they blitz him from the outside because they want to force it back up into the line. They're not letting him get outside because he can run, Skip. Now, there's no question about that. And guys that are scary can really run fast. You know how Mike ran fast. Mike just like, they get me, they're going to really do something bad to me. So let me put this 4-3 on him.
Yep.
They're trying to keep him in the pocket, Skip, and because he's small, Skip, he needs lanes to throw through. So they force him into the pocket, and boom, they collapse the pocket on him. But he's going to struggle this year. Until they get an offensive line that can protect this kid, we're not going to see just how good he is or isn't until that day happens.
He's learning on the job, like I said in week 1, and, it's not going to get any easier for Kyler.
Nope.
The most important thing is for Cliff Kingsbury to figure out, what style of offense do we put on moving forward. It's growing pains, but the defenses are not going to get any easier. Nope. They're more athletic. They're going to come with the blitz scheme because in week 2 in that preseason game, they came after him. After week 1 preseason where he had some success, week 2, I was anxious to see how he would handle it, and it wasn't good. So that blueprint has been picked up.
He beat the blitz several times.
Yeah, I still think he had a productive game yesterday. passing the football. He just didn't do enough, and that enough has to come sooner than later because, you know, it's not going to get any easier, like I said.
But everything is checked down. He's not pushing the ball. I mean, you
has to take off and run a little more.
30 completion, Skip, for 173 yards. So he threw,
Yeah, it was a lot of dinking and dunking.
So what's your gut feeling so far? You've seen 3 sample size
I want to see the next 3 games.
All right.
Okay, and see how they make the adjustments after the first 3.
So you're not sold on him as an NFL quarterback?
I'm sold on him as an NFL quarterback because the first 2 weeks he did throw for over 300 yards. Carolina's defense is no slouch. So they brung a little pressure and they made it difficult for him. But I want him to get through this season and then take a look back. And I always say the second season is always a season where you can give a guy a fair shake as far as where he goes.
So, Mr. Sharp.
Yes.
I remind you, Peyton Manning started as a rookie and led the National Football League in interceptions, correct?
Yes.
And I remind you that, as this man just suggested, that Kyler Murray in the opening game against Detroit has proven to be a pretty good team, right? Won at Philly yesterday, beat the Chargers, right, at home.
Right.
Against Detroit, he brought them back. They roared back thanks to Kyler Murray in the 4th quarter and went all the way to overtime, and it wound up a tie. And he played exceptionally well in that game. Then in week 2, he went to Lamar Jackson, and they were 13-point underdogs, and they hung in that game because Kyler really lit it up in the 4th quarter and kept them barely afloat in that game. And it took Lamar hitting Hollywood Brown with an exceptional rainbow throw to end that game and keep Kyler at bay. So what happened yesterday? Kyler took the ball the first time, and he completed 7 of 8 passes, including a touchdown pass, and he ran 3 times for 28 yards. He looked pretty good to me. He looked like he could actually play in the National Football League. And that was pretty much the end of him yesterday, except for a throw that he made near the end of the half. And if we have that, we could see
you
that
know
throw.
We got it because you called
I don't know. I don't know. I call for so much that I'm not sure we have this. This is to Christian Kirk. Is that a short pass?
Wow.
Should he have caught that ball? Can we see that again? Did that get him in the hands? That's a money throw, right?
Money.
Was that a dink and dunk throw?
No.
Did we see it one more
we can't
time?
throw it in and catch it, Shannon.
Shannon.
He walked into it. I gave credit. He walked into it.
So would that have helped his stats a little bit of Christian Kirk? And that's the guy he was throwing to all day long. He threw him 12 balls, and he caught 10 of them, but he dropped that one. Okay, can this little man throw the... Yes, he can throw the football. Does he have a big enough arm to make it in the National Football League? Yep, his arm's much bigger than he is,
But what you're seeing, Skip, is that you mentioned against the Lions, it was the 4th quarter. What you saw against Baltimore, it was the 4th quarter.
It was?
Yeah. It was situations where teams are playing lax. They said, we're not going to give you up big plays, and so he hits here, he hits there.